Alright guys, I hope you can hear me okay. This here is the start of a trail called Little Cedar Bounce. I'm going to take it and see how it goes. It's supposed to be 3 out of 10, where all the other trails I've run are supposed to be 2 out of 10. So we're going to see what this one does. Me and the trail gator is on the move. I'm going to try to video the whole trail in one shot. See if my phone will do that. It might get full and kick me out. We shall see. But I'm going to give her a shot. I've aired down to 14 psi in my tires, which is good. I'm good at that. And I have new tires. These are 37s, and I got a 4-inch lift. So I was really anxious to try it out, and so far I have been very pleased with my setup. It's just been a breeze so far. Right now I'm in 4-wheel drive high. Got my sway bar disconnected, tires aired down. Good to go, good to go. Anyway, reading up on this trail, it says it's a narrow trail, not too many places to pass, but there is some, like right here to my right. If I was pulled up, back up in there, somebody could get by if I had met them. But nobody's been down this trail this morning. I am the first one since it has rained here, and definitely looking forward to it. It's going downhill right now. It's a little on the rough side, not too bad. One of the other trails I ran, that K trail, which is slightly worse. Well, this is starting to turn into that a little bit. Got some little boulders here now. Have to slow down a little bit to go over these. Oh yeah, this is turning out to be a good little trail. Look at this. It's not even a trail, it's like a washout. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in 2-wheel low because I don't like riding my brakes out here. All right. Let's see. Put this in neutral. There we go. Now I'm in 2-wheel low because I'm sure I'm gonna run into something, and I just don't want to run into something when everything's a mess. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other too. Off-road sway bar. Got everything taken care of. Sway bar disconnected again. When I dropped it down into 4 low, it hit this other. Transmission's in manual mode, so I can manually bump it around. That's what I like to do when I'm in this 4-wheel low. So I can control my descent. Alright, we're going downhill now for sure. Got some good rocks here. This is going to be a nice little trail. Uh-oh. I see some water down here. I don't know what it's like. Right off the bat. Wow, I don't know about this. It's rained, so I don't know how deep it is. But water is up some, but this is not a deep little trail, so I should be okay. I'm gonna ease out in it here and see how deep she gets. Oh yeah, so far this is okay. Oh yeah, I got this. But this water's a good, almost 3 foot deep there. Good little crossing. Trail Gator, you're doing great. Got Pixie talking to me over here. And Trail Gator's just doing a great job. I found on the K Trail earlier, I ran a different K Trail. A continuation of it. And it had a really nice campground, a couple of them. I marked them on my map so I'd have them. They were really sweet. Let's see how this here goes. They said this trail was narrow. It is. That water crossing was pretty good. That's the deepest water crossing I've done. A little bit of water on the window. Maybe you guys can see a little better. That little creek's there on my right. It's just running. It rained real good last night here. So I was just a little bit leery. I knew I had some low water crossings to go across. I didn't know what they'd be like. But that one's okay. It's plenty good. Nice little trail so far. I could be doing all this 4-wheel high, but I just don't like taking a chance. I'd rather go ahead and drop it and have it where I need it so there's no more problem. Boy, nice little steep little grades here. Ain't bad. This here's, I like this trail. Oh yeah. Says we're on, let's see, 7 degrees. That don't seem like much. Gotta come uphill here too. Oh, this is greatness. I want to try to video the whole thing. I'm hoping I can, so there'll be some quietness in here, or I'll be quiet. Got some little mud puddles to go through. I tell you, so far, having these wheels and that lift I got, it's just been awesome. It's I just don't know how to explain it. It's just so good. Okay, see what we do down this hill. Got my camera. I got a new camera mount, and it's nice and steady. I say camera, it's my video, my cell phone, and I forget the name of it. It's called Rubagrid. Rubagrid, yep. And it's just awesome. I love it. It's got a spot that if you have, oh, what are those other little cameras called that for adventure stuff? Anyway, if you got one of those, it's got a spot you can hook that up too. It's just a real neat little setup. So I am really liking it. I'll have to give a review on this trail after I get out of it, especially since it rained last night. And the way it's going, it's very nice. I got my chainsaw here just in case I need it. In part of the review that I had read on this trail, it said that you need to be sure and bring your chainsaw. So I did. I always do. But the last time, even though my phone mount shook like it did, the technology that the iPhone has to prevent stuff from being shaky, when I was watching the video back home, it's amazing. It was really nice. It wasn't all shaky. It was in good shape. I couldn't believe it. Okay, our trail goes to the left here. That's the way I'm going. There's another little trail that cuts off to the right. Let's see what it's called. Oh, it was old something, but anyway, I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna stay on my trail. This is coming out where I want it to come out at for me to go to where I'm gonna be camping tonight. Time right now is 11:07. Should take me 2, maybe 3 hours to go through this trail. So I'll get over to where I'm going pretty early tonight, which is good. I'm gonna go to that place I went before called Billy's Creek, and there's some other roads around there I'm wanting to try. And so that's a nice little campground there. And I'm just gonna go give her a try tonight, I believe. I stayed at Beaver's Bend, not the state park, the Stevens Gap. There's a place, if you follow the road just right back in there, that you can go camp for free. But there's absolutely nothing there. No picnic table, no nothing. It's just a spot where you can camp. And I found that a long time ago. And when I come up here and I get here kind of late at night, sometimes that's what I do. I go to that and do that so that I don't have to go out searching for a campsite. But I've got a whole bunch of them marked on my maps now, so it's not hard to find campsites. I got too many marked now. Of course, you never know if somebody's going to be in the campsite or not, so that's the big deal. When you go out like this in the backwoods, that sometimes, you know, there's other people that enjoy doing this too, and they go out a couple of those campsites. I could tell they had done people had kind of set it up real nice. One of them had a really good rock pit. I say rock pit, it was a fire pit, you know, covered with rocks around it, and it was a nice big deep one, so it was a good one. So right there's a good place to pull off and pass, for people to pass and stuff. Good place. Found a little mud hole going uphill. How do you do that? I don't know, but it is. But it had solid bottom. It was rocky on the bottom, I could tell that. Mr. Gator here is doing a fine job, and Pixie's talking to me the whole way. I love her. I sure wish she was still with us, but she's not. She had to go. God needed another good pup, so she went. I don't blame her. God asked me to go, I'd go too. course, you ain't got much choice. Come that time, you just hope you're in the right peace of mind and everything to do all of it. Wow. This is pretty interesting right here, what they've done. Make this thing passable. That's a pretty good little spot. Good little spot here. Well, we got a little tree there trying to cover the road a little bit. Plenty of room for me to get by, so I don't have to mess with it. That's a good thing. Just have to make sure I stay far enough from my camper on that side so it don't hit that tree. And my camper last night, you know, we had all that rain, had a little thunderstorm here and there. My rooftop Free Spirit camper was the greatest. I tell you, it was great. It did good. I love that thing. It was well worth the investment. And because of the, you know, I don't know exactly how cold it got last night. It's 52 out right now, but it was got down a little cooler than that, and all I had was a sheet and a blanket over me. And that tent, it's a 3-layer wall, so it has like a little insulation to it, and that was perfect. I didn't need my camping bag, my sleeping bag. I just slept like that. It was perfect. I even had the windows down on part of it to get a little air in at one point, and never did get cold. That closed them windows and it warmed up a little bit in there, and it just unbelievable how well that does. I am very pleased with that tent. Knowing what I know now, I'd do it again too. This is a pretty good little trail right here. Not much place to stop here though. I mean, you can stop in the middle of the trail, but it'd be real difficult to let somebody by if somebody was here coming the other direction. This is a good little trail. That couple I met last time I was up here 2 weeks ago, I'm gonna have to bring them down this one. This is a good one. So, guys, wanting to keep my camera running the whole time, but I think I'm going to have to make a pit stop. I'm trying to find me a place, a good place for that. That's a steep hill to my right going down. This is a good trail. That bypass trail that I was on cuts across that K trail last time I was up here. I've been on it twice now. I do believe that would be rated a 3 out of 10 trail too. And the more it rains and the more it washes, the more difficult it's gonna get. Guys, I'm just gonna have to stop a minute. I got no choice, so this here's going to be the place where I stop. All right. I'll start her back up in a minute and we'll finish this up.